Welcome to Organize Your Ass Astrology for the week of May 3rd to May 9th. Please be sure to like this video and to subscribe to my channel. So on Monday, May 3rd, remember Monday is the moon's day. It's the most sensitive day of the week. So it's very important for you to focus on self-care on Monday. And that way, on a very practical level, you'll have more energy for the rest of the week. On Monday, the moon will be in Aquarius all day, which is great for connecting with people of like-minded interest and friends. You can tap into the power of the collective when the moon is in Aquarius. Also on Monday, with the Aquarian moon, consider your highest hopes, dreams, wishes, and ideals. Aquarius is about why not? If you want something, why not get it? There are no dangling carrots in the universe, meaning when you want something, that comes with the prerequisite built-in ability for you to achieve it. So consider your highest hopes, dreams, wishes, and goals. Also keep in mind that this is the last week of the waning moon cycle, and then we have the new moon on May 11th, the new moon in Taurus. So the cycle every month is such. You have a new moon, and then the 2 weeks following that is the waxing moon, which is about bringing things into your life, attracting new things. New moon, think new things. Then you have the full moon, and that is about letting go. And the 2 weeks following the full moon is the waning moon, and it's about letting go or creating space, removing blocks. So this week, it's the last week of the waning moon cycle, the letting go cycle, before we have the new moon in Taurus on May 11th. So this is the week for you to let go of things not for your highest good. Also, this cycle with a Scorpio Taurus, because we had our full moon in Scorpio last week, it's about boundaries. It's about determining where you're going to set your boundaries and dissolve your boundaries. Scorpio is all about boundaries. So over the past week, with the waning moon and the Scorpio influence, because the full moon was in Scorpio, it was highly emotional, highly charged. So you may have found yourself getting rather emotional about things. Now that is really, really good, because when you get triggered, you find out, oh my God, am I muted? Oh no, I'm not muted. You find out where your values actually lie, right? So we might say, okay, well, I value this and I value that, but it's really only until you get really emotional about something that you understand your true values. And Scorpio is about truth. So keep in mind what may have really made you nervous this past week, what got you rather emotional, because that will give you a key as to what your real true values are. And that is what is key when the sun is in Taurus. You want to build your life based upon your values. So then your life is very, very value-oriented and value-filled, which brings you more love, more money, whatever it is that you wish. So this week, again, note what makes you really upset, what makes you really happy, whatever brings you an extreme of emotion, because that's Scorpio territory. That will be key to what you really value. And then you want to just set boundaries or dissolve boundaries in light of those values that you have. Also on Monday, we have Mercury making a square to Jupiter. Now, squares are usually a big pain in the ass. There are two planets that form a 90-degree angle, and there's usually a change or conflict with change. It's usually rough, but Jupiter is involved in this square, so it makes it a lot more easy, because Jupiter is one of the benefics of the zodiac. So Mercury is the planet of communications, the way we think, and Jupiter is about expansion. So this is a time in which you're going to be able to think big and think more broad. So gifting us with a positive and broad outlook, this transit is great for making plans for the future. The optimism of Jupiter, however, can get out of hand. So don't overpromise or let your ambition outstrip your capacity. Confidence is great, but avoid being cocky and mind the details under this transit. The power thought for Monday with Mercury square to Jupiter is, what is the ultimate best case scenario for myself in the future? So you can think about this in terms of specific areas of your life. What's the ultimate best case scenario for you in terms of your career, in terms of your health, in terms of your love life? Just think about that, because this Mercury square Jupiter is on Monday when the moon is in Aquarius, which is about why not. So this is a really important day to really relax, feel good, and just think, well, what's the best case scenario on this subject? What's the best case scenario here? What can happen that would be the ultimate best? You always want to think in terms of the best case scenario. Oftentimes we're taught, to hope for the best, but expect the worst, which is stupid. You want to just always think of the best case scenario and other alternatives that may be just as good or at least satisfying. You never want to think of like, okay, well, the worst thing that could happen is, don't want to even think about that. You get what you focus on. So focus on the best case scenario on Monday with the moon in Aquarius, as well as Mercury's square to Jupiter. Think big, feel good, and really just enjoy this transit, enjoy the visions that you might get when you relax and you actually think, what's the best case scenario in this situation? On Tuesday, May 4th, the moon will be in a quirky Aquarius all day long, entering dreamy Pisces at 10:08 p.m. EDT. That's 7:08 p.m., of course, if you are on the West Coast. So Tuesday is Mars's day, so action is the name of the game. It's a great get shit done day. When the moon is in Aquarius, it's great for thinking outside the box. Aquarians are weird. They are very strange and they're very innovative, and they get scintillating flashes of insight. So allow yourself to feel good and be open to the ideas that you might get. Lots of aha or eureka moments. So it's a great day to innovate. It's also important when the moon is in Aquarius to exercise freedom and do something different. When the moon was in Capricorn this past weekend, we followed the rules and created structure, and it follows that philosophy. You have to know the rules in order to break the rules. So you probably learned the rules over this past weekend, and now it's time to break them. It's time to exercise freedom and do what you want. The moon in mystical Pisces later on Tuesday is great for letting go and letting God. That's what Pisces teaches us. It teaches us to just let go. So oftentimes when we want something, we're pushing and pushing and pushing and efforting. And really Pisces just allows things to happen. It's that letting go. So there's that pushing that, of course, is part of manifesting your ideal reality, but you also have to allow and let it come in. So it's essentially the masculine and feminine principle that we all have to embody. There's a time for action, and then there's a time for allowing. So with the moon in Pisces, definitely spend some time letting go, knowing, okay, I did everything I possibly could to get this to happen. Now I got to get out of my own way and allow it to materialize. So let go and let God under the Pisces moon. Pisces is very indulgent, and they're very, very spiritual. So Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. It's the most evolved, most spiritual sign of the zodiac. So they kind of want to go away. They want to escape. They want to be back in the spirit world. So we want to escape when the moon is in Pisces. So you want to do that in a healthy way. So maybe through music, watching movies, your shows, being creative, engaging in your art. You don't want to go into those low-level escape tactics like overusing drugs or alcohol or overeating or anything like that. So healthy escapism is ideal for Tuesday. On Wednesday, May 5th, The moon will be in dreamy Pisces all day long. Wednesday is Mercury's day. It's the day of the week ruled by the planet of communication, Mercury. So there should be a lot of communications on Wednesday. So leave a little bit of wiggle room in your schedule. You might get an invitation or a call or an ask. So leave a little wiggle room in your schedule on Wednesday. The moon in compassionate Pisces is great for letting go of what you have no control over. So again, you do everything that you can do without killing yourself, and then you allow yourself to let go. Some things are outside of your control. It's a fool's errand to try to control them. So do what you need to do and then relax. It's about allowing, letting things in when the moon is in Pisces. Also, with the moon in Pisces, it's good to lose yourself in a worthwhile project. So on the axis, we have Pisces, and then the opposite sign of Pisces is Virgo. So what that means is that the two are, like all opposites, the two are the same, but at different degrees, and they're both about service. Virgo is about very practical service, and Pisces is more about spiritual service. But what's interesting is that Virgo finds themselves in their work, and Pisces loses themselves in their work. So they both come back to the self, they both come back to the work, but in different ways. So when the moon is in Pisces, it's good to lose yourself in a project and allow yourself to just get deep into it and escape through your work. In fact, it's a great day to do that. When the moon is in Pisces, be sure to be very clear in your communications. Pisces is very nebulous. It is very dreamy. So be very clear with the people that you're speaking with, especially if you're dealing with anything business-wise. Make sure you and others are on the same page. Also, when the moon is in Pisces, Pisces rules the subconscious, so that's activated. And you don't want to misuse your subconscious. You don't want to misuse your imagination. And that means you don't want to worry. You want to imagine the best case scenarios and wouldn't it be nice if, and you don't want to worry. Sometimes when the moon is in Pisces, we have what is called a nameless apprehension. Because our subconscious is catalyzed, it's letting all this stuff out that might not be true. We're just getting neurotic and we're worrying about things and we're getting anxious. So oftentimes you may have a nameless apprehension under the Pisces moon. That's normal. Just redirect your thoughts to what feels good. So do whatever you can to feel good when the moon is in Pisces, because this is a very subconscious transit. So you want to put in your subconscious everything that you want to happen. You don't want to give attention to anything that you do not want to happen. For instance, especially in this era of COVID, don't focus on COVID, focus on health, vitality, especially. If you have vitality and you're living your life and you're happy to be alive, you're going to stay well. So don't focus on disease and don't focus on toxicity because you attract what you focus on. So just keep that in mind. Think about only the things that you want to have happen. On Thursday, May 6th, the moon will be in nebulous Pisces all day long. Now, Jupiter is the ruler of Thursday. Thursday is ruled by the planet Jupiter. So it's all about thinking big and expanding. Jupiter is all about going beyond your stretch. So this could embody foreign travel or reading or learning or teaching or broadcasting. It's all about expanding, going as far and wide as you possibly can. Maybe it's expanding your consciousness or expanding your awareness, but it's all about expansion. The moon in magical Pisces is great for using your imagination and creating. So allow yourself to get dreamy, allow yourself to take a lot of doodle breaks. It's also a really great time to meditate, visualize, and sleep. So when the moon is in Pisces, it's the last sign of the zodiac, and we're preparing for that moon in Aries, which is all about starting new things and new beginnings. So this is the last hurrah. It's the last hurrah. You want to let go and even rest if you can, because you want to have a lot of energy for that Aries cycle, and especially that new moon that comes right after our moon in Aries next week. And that's when the moon is in Taurus. It's the new moon. So this is a time to really meditate, visualize, get your extra rest. Under the Pisces moon, be sure to bid farewell to what is no longer relevant to you in your life. This is a time to just say goodbye, let it go. It's also a good time to dream up the ideal visions of the next cycle. So not only do we have an Aries moon coming up, but we also have the new moon in Taurus on May 11th. So now is a really great time to just think. And it might not be a matter of you're going to be able to nail down a plan when the moon is in Pisces. There's a lot of different ideas, but you want to allow yourself to dream, keep things light, go easy, and think up these different visions that you may have for your future in the different areas of your life. And then you can curate and say, okay, yeah, this is what I'm going to go for when the moon is in Aries, or you can wait until the moon is in Taurus. But by that time next week, we should have a plan of what we want our lives to look like and to move forward in that direction. Also on Thursday, Venus will trine Pluto. So Venus is about love and money, and Pluto is the underworld. It's about depth. And it can be a bit intense, this transit. Adding intensity and passion to our lives, this transit makes us feel more deeply about what and whom we love. Intimate relations will go particularly well under this transit due to an increased desire for love and affection. So be sure to helpfully direct your energy toward big love or money. Just be sure not to obsess. So Pluto is really, really deep. It's not into half measures. When you think of Pluto, think of Scorpio. They're extremists in everything that they do. So when Venus, which rules love and money, harmoniously trines Pluto, we're thinking deep. We're thinking deep love and big money, real world wealth, real love. So the power thought for Thursday with Venus is trine to Pluto is, how might I experience deep love in my world today about anything that you love? It can be about a person, obviously, but maybe even a project. Maybe really fall in love with the book you're writing, or with something you're doing professionally, or fall in love with an idea. But it's all about love. Definitely direct this energy to love on Thursday. On Friday, May 7th, Friday is Venus's day, so be sure to spread the love. Be extra kind to yourself and other people and go easy, even though the moon will be in Aries. So this is going to start a brand new cycle. Yeah, we are still technically in the waning moon cycle, which is about letting go, but Aries energy is all about newness. It's the first sign of the zodiac. So it's great for anything new, a new you, a new project you want to start, a goal that you have. The Aries moon is really good for short-term projects that can get done fast. So Aries, they have two speeds, burn and off. So you want to do something that can get done really, really fast. You want to use a big burst of energy to get something done. So long-term projects, next few days of the moon in Aries are not advised. You want to see results. You're going to be impatient. So anything that requires just a burst of energy that you can get done really quickly is ideal when the moon is in Aries. Also, when the moon is in Aries, be sure to take deep breaths and to practice patience. Okay, I don't mind standing in line. I can check my messages. I mean, we're just really impatient when the moon is in Aries. So do what you can to take deep breaths and be as patient as possible. It's also a really great time to bring a fresh and fun perspective to projects, people, places, and things. So there's this new energy. It's like this sense of just starting fresh. So think of the things that you have going on in your life in a new light. Do whatever it is that you can to just look at things from a different perspective and add some new fire to what you have on your plate. On Saturday, May 8th, it is Saturn's day. So it's a great day for creating order and structure in your life. The moon will continue in strong Aries, which is great for anything that requires a big burst of energy, like this, a big burst of energy. So anything that you need to do that can get done really fast, maybe you need to white tornado your house, finish off your spring cleaning, or get a shit ton of laundry done, whatever you need to do that needs to get done quickly, it's great to do on Saturday. Also, taking the first step that starts a journey is really good when the moon is in Aries. Oftentimes, we're trepidatious about starting something, and we'll talk about it for a long time. Well, if there's anything you've been talking about doing, this weekend is the time to do it, because that first step is the most difficult. And once you actually make that first step, everything is easier. So under the Aries moon, take a first step to something that you may have been procrastinating on. Also, be sure to take others' feelings into consideration when the moon is in Aries. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. Its key phrase is I am. Aries are warriors. They have to be self-centered in a lot of respects because they learned really early on that they have to depend upon themselves. So we need that Aries energy. We need to be self-focused. You need to put your oxygen mask on first before you help somebody else with theirs. So that's important, but also we can take it to an extreme, right? And be totally selfish at times when the moon is in Aries. So be sure to take other people's feelings into consideration. Also, look before you leap, think before you act. The Aries energy is really great for making bold moves, but you don't want to have to backpedal. So think things through, be rational, and enjoy the boldness on Saturday with the moon in Aries. Just think before you act. Look before you leap. Also on Saturday, this is an amazing aspect. Venus will square Jupiter. Again, squares are usually terrible, but Venus and Jupiter are the two benefics of the zodiac. So you got Venus, which is love and money, and Jupiter, expansion. So this transit is ideal for having fun, but it's really not good for hard work. It should have us feeling happy, optimistic, generous, and sociable. But putting us in such a jovial mood, moderation may be tricky. So watch out for overspending, overindulging, overdoing anything. Just know when to say when, because Venus and Jupiter can be incredibly indulgent to excess. So you want to just keep that in mind, but be sure to have fun. And in fact, your power thought for Saturday is, how might I responsibly have as much fun as possible today? I love how this aspect is going on when the moon will be in Aries. You can have a lot of fun on Saturday. Aries is one of the funnest signs of the zodiac. They're just like kids at heart, and they can be very pure and innocent, and they can just be great. And with Venus square to Jupiter, you can really capitalize on that freshness and that fun and that innocence of Aries. So enjoy your Saturday. On Sunday, May 9th, the moon will continue in pioneering Aries, entering grounded Taurus at 7:46 p.m. EDT. Sunday is the sun's day, so celebrate being alive. Definitely get some sunshine, some fresh air, some vitamin D, just wear your SPF, enjoy the sun. And it's a lot of fire energy on Sunday because it's the sun's day, and the moon will continue in Aries. So remember to connect with your inner kid and play, like with video games. I don't know if arcades are open, but do something that allows you to play and have fun and just be joyful. That's what you need to do on Sunday. It's really going to be worth it. Also, surprise yourself and follow your excitement. Sometimes you might not know what you want to do, but you want to follow your spirit and see where that leads you. And when I say follow your excitement, you want to follow your excitement with integrity, meaning with your integrated values. Now, with the sun in Taurus, it's all about our values. It's determining our values. And with the waning moon in Scorpio that we've had, It's about really finding out where your boundaries are and making them or dissolving them in regard to your values. So get clear on your values and follow your excitement with integrity, meaning with your integrated values. For instance, it might be really exciting to punch your boss in the face. However, say you value having plenty of money. Well, that's not following your excitement with integrity because you're not integrating your values for having plenty of money or not getting an assault charge, stuff like that. So follow your excitement with integrity. Under the Taurus moon, remember to slow down and enjoy your body. Maybe sleep. Get a little nappy nap in if you can on Sunday. When the moon is in Aries, we start something, and when the moon enters Taurus, we nourish and nurture it. So keep that in mind. You nourish and nurture whatever you started when the moon was in Aries. Enjoy that Taurus moon. Maybe listen to some music, get a massage, take a bubble bath, whatever you can do to really enjoy your body and nature and slow your roll. Thank you for watching Organize Your Ass Astrology. Please be sure to like this video and to subscribe to my channel if you have not already. And if you're looking for a personal psychic astrology reading, please check out my website, Psychic Sun, as in the sun outside.com, and we will hook you up with a reading. We will run your chart, find out what's going on in the stars and how that's affecting you, and we'll run your tarot cards and help you make the most of your spring. Have a kick-ass week, and I will see you soon.